Yo guys, what's going on? Ace is here today with another video. In today's video, we are going to be doing Items of the Week, episode 16. Thank you guys so much for the support on this series. Obviously, since we took a little bit of a break, a 2-week break from the series, we haven't been getting as much support on it, not as many views, not as many likes, but that doesn't matter because good news is I'm starting to want to play Tarkov a lot more now, man. I'm starting to get that urge back, that feeling back, that satisfactory feeling of just playing the game, getting in some raids, getting some gear, hopping out of raid, or just making some rubles on the market. Both ways, I'm starting to, fall back in love with it very, very slowly. Obviously, once wipe happens in a month or two, that's when we're going to be, kicking it full start again. But I'm starting to get back into it, man. That's a really, really good feeling. So I really did go pretty hard with this one, and I want to give some disclaimers right away. If you're watching this video in the future, if you look at the upload date and, it was a week or two ago, maybe this will work still, but I kind of doubt it. They're kind of usually on it when it's a dealer to market ratio that you're looking at when you buy an item directly from the dealer and you list it on the market. They're usually on that kind of thing. So I just want to give that disclaimer. And, if you're watching next wipe, or if you're watching a lot further into the future months, the price might have changed, or if you're watching a couple hours after this uploads, you're probably not going to be able to do this one because there's a lot of top dogs that are going to hop in here, buy like 1,000 of these, and they're just going to list them up, and the price is going to crash right down to the dealer price. So I'm just giving all those disclaimers now. Depending on when you're watching this, you can take it with a grain of salt. If you're not having any luck with this method, there's 15 other episodes, with this being the 16th episode. Those methods still work. I've gone back in a video to see if they still work, and the majority of them still do work. So guys, I'm going to stop wasting time. I wanted to get a little bit of watch time padding in there because I've saved you all the effort of me sniping them and all that, because there is no sniping. This one is straightforward. I didn't want to give you like a 3-minute video to just watch and be done with. I like to have you stay around for a little bit, enjoy your stay. Guys, you're going to be heading to Therapist, and the item you're going to be buying is the immobilizing splint. Now this is not the aluminum splint, this is just the one and done, and this is going to cost you 1,948 rubles for one. Guys, this is huge because something's going on with the market. I'm not sure if, you have to be a certain level for this. Let me check. I didn't think you did. Yeah, you get them at level 1, which is kind of interesting to me, and I'm not sure if this is an issue because of the level 10 increase to the market cap. I'm not sure if that might be an issue. I really can't mentally figure this one out, but it worked. So what I did earlier today is I've been kind of preparing, looking for items to play with and upload for items of the week. There's a lot of items out there that work. They just don't make you a ton of profit, or I'm just not ready to share them with you guys yet. I like to have some longevity to my series before the next wipe. Obviously, once next wipe happens, we can start all over, get a season 2 of Items of the Week going, and we're good to go. But for right now, I'm just trying to find certain items that I want to throw in at certain times, and this is the one that came up. So what I did earlier today, and I don't have footage of this, I can't prove it to you. Well, I can, but we'll get to that. I bought 100 of these splints because what I did is this is my method how I found this one. So I just hit medical treatment, and I forget, the list wasn't like this. I saw the immobilizing splint right here being on the first page within the first, like 15 items here. And I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. I don't remember it ever being that low. And it might have been, I just don't remember. So I went over here, went to the splints, and obviously that's the wrong one, but here you go. You can see me. I still have 31 of these bad boys left, but you can see Therapist sells them at 1,948, fence upcharges about 500 rubles, and then there's the next guy here who has them for 2,500. He only has 2, so they'll go quick. We have some competition down here. That's why I priced here. Obviously, these guys are selling in this range. We have a really big drop off here. I've been seeing this with a lot of items. One item I saw this with earlier was actually the Taz. Let's see if it's still super broken. Seems to be kind of back to normal. You can see it happening here. But I've been noticing that happening a lot, and I'm not really sure what's causing that. I'm not sure if it's a bug or what, but I've been seeing that starting to happen, so I took full advantage. There's not that many people out here. Now, when you guys watch this video, I'm going to assume this is going to be packed. I might even still have these 31 up here unless somebody, buys every single splint and then starts charging like 7K, 8K. That's definitely a possibility. I've done it. I've tried it out with one item. And I guess I could share that item with you guys at the end of the video if you're so interested in it. Just like a little bonus item. So if you stick around, I'd really appreciate it. Also, guys, be sure to drop a like in the video. I always try to say that at the beginning of the videos, but typically I forget because I'm thinking about what we're talking about. But you guys can see I have 31 of these splints up here. Let's see if those two sold. They did not, but another one came up. 2,500 is kind of that range where they're selling, and I wanted to show you guys the fee on where I was selling it. So a splint here. Sorry, the stash is a mess. Like I said, I've been playing a little bit today, having a little bit of fun. But if we list at the 2,700 mark, you're only getting an 86 fee. If you guys don't have your hideout upgraded, this might be like 100 some, 150 max. So you can see what kind of profits we're making here. We are making roughly 700 rubles. I bought 100 of these, so if you guys do that easy math, it comes out to 70,000 profit. So if you would buy 1,000 of them, obviously you can't do that because you have limited stash space, but whatever your stash can hold, I believe, you know, like a fairly packed down stash, you know, one that's really well organized, holds about 400 items. I think that's right. Don't quote me on that. But if you could get like 400 of these, you could easily, you know, get 200,000 profit, just a rough estimate number. But as you guys can see, really low fee, and I went ahead and listed 100 of these earlier. And this is kind of like one of those passive income items, you know, something that'll sell over time as people need them. I don't know why you wouldn't buy from therapists. It just kind of doesn't make sense to me, like I was saying earlier. But they did start to sell, and I wanted to show you guys all of the messages and stuff that I got from selling all those. We had some stuff earlier that I was getting for cheap. But right here, you can see splint, you know, 5, 7 of them. We have 1 there, 4 there. This guy about 20. It says Ragman. That's funny. Oh, that's from Ragman. I'm so stupid. We have the people buying here. This guy bought 20 of them. You know, 10 of them here. 2, 1, 1, 1. I'm just not sure why people aren't buying them from therapists. I still just can't even mentally get past that. But I wanted to show you guys all of the money coming in from that. You guys can see this is all the money I got from the splints. Almost 200,000. I think I might have sold some bullets earlier too, but that's only a couple thousand. But you guys can see that there is a ton of money right there. And, you know, obviously I still have the 31 listed, but we did sell, 69 of them already. So that's a pretty significant number, you know, just over a couple of hours just passively. So obviously, once this video goes up, I don't expect you guys to be able to run the market like this. It's going to be interesting, the effect that happens to the market, because my videos tend to have that effect where they kind of break the market for a little bit and then a week or so goes by and they return to normal. But I'm really interested. Someone could easily come in here, buy all of mine, buy these, buy a ton from therapists. There is no cap on this. I forgot to say that way early. You can buy, you know, 500 of these if you wanted to. You can see there's absolutely no cap on the splints. This is why it is such a good method for a single person to take it on. And I don't have time to sit here every single day, buy 100 splints and hope they sell. That's why I'm bringing you guys the information if you're so inclined to kind of, you know, compete with each other. But there is no cap on these. If you wanted to buy 1,000 of them, 10,000 of them, you can. I just wanted to make that clear that there's no cap on this item. So with about 700 rubles profit at where I listed, someone could easily come in here, buy all of these. You know, it's plenty of room. And it's very, very doable with the quantities that are currently on the market. And then you could essentially, if you wanted to, completely break the market. Now the splints don't sell fast enough in relation to how much they're listed. So that is the one downside and risk to listing higher. And with that bonus item, I'm going to show you guys at the end of the video. That was the case for that one. That's why I got completely out of it and didn't make a video on it. So I just want to keep that in mind, or remind you guys of that. So you could completely break the market if you really wanted to. Just I really don't think it would be a profitable situation for you, and you'd probably get stuck with, you know, 100, 200, 300 splints out there, which would heavily affect your market rating at the end of the day once they finally expire or you remove them. So guys, that is pretty much it for the immobilizing splint. It's really that simple. Just you buy them from therapists, you'll list them up, and you're good to go. There's no fee. Basically, you're making pretty much all profit. It's super simple. It's just like buying the key card from her. It is super simple and easy profit. Here's another bonus one. I try to throw this one in the last like 2 videos now. You buy the key card, you come out here to the flea market, and you sell it right away. It's super easy profit. You guys can see here. It's the easiest profit in the game right now. You just go to therapist, buy the key card, list it for, you know, the 205,000. We'll go 204,999, and you know, got a little bit of fee there. It's like 40K profit. almost instantly. It will probably sell here within a couple of seconds, and there it goes. So, you know, 40K profit within a couple seconds. There's potential everywhere in the market, man, and you know, you just gotta kind of know what you're doing. So let me show you guys that bonus item if you decided to stick around, and if you did, I really do appreciate that. But it is in the drink section, and I really played with this market for about 2 to 3 days. You know, like I said, I've been getting back into Tarkov and trying to find those items that are really good for the series, and the Vita Juice was one that I was really trying hard to get, you know, a complete monopoly and dominance of. So what I was doing, and this did work for a very small period of time, but what I found is the amount of extra profit you're making is not worth the potential risk. So the risk reward is not there. What I did, I came into the Vita Juice, and sometimes these get down to like 8 listings, and that's the best time to take advantage of them, when there's like none of them listed. But what I would do is buy all of these the whole way down to 14,000. So I wouldn't buy this one. I'd probably just compete with this guy, list at 14,497, and I would buy literally all of these. The Vita Juice, I think I might have some in my inventory still, unless I got rid of them. I think I did. I sold them for real cheap. But what I did is I bought all of these, 7,000. The fee is about 1,000 when you're listing around the 14,000. So you're making 6,000 on each one. And I started to really sell some. I think I sold like 10 of them, but then I got stuck with 40 of them. So you see where that kind of counteracted itself. I might have made, you know, 10 of them back, but at the end of the day, because you're buying everything that's here, you're losing a lot of rubles buying the competition. And it's just not worth it. I mean, you could really try. If you got hundreds of millions of rubles and you just want to, you know, dominate the market in one section, this is a fun one to do it with the Vita Juice. You can do it with the Grand Juice as well. You can see it's very similar in price. You just knock these guys out, every single one of them, and you list around this price. And this one would actually have a lot of potential. This one might be really good for one of you guys who have a ton of rubles to take advantage of. Mainly because there is no significantly higher price like on Vita Juice. Let's look here. You could actually do it with Vita Juice right now too. Usually there's one at like 70K out here, some ridiculous price. But you could buy every single one and list it like 19,999, have the only listing out there. And if someone needs it, I don't think there's any task I can really think of that need the Vita Juice. But if there is one, if they really need it, they'll pay that 20K. You just got to have that complete market dominance and be the only listing out there. And that's just really not sustainable for like more than 30 minutes. But guys, that is going to be the episode here today. It wasn't nearly as entertaining as the usual ones where we sit here and snipe items and try to make some really good profits. But this one pretty much is guaranteed to work for the first couple people that really hop in the video here today and, you know, try their best to dominate. Like I said, if you're having some problems, if you're not able to get on with this method, I have a whole series here for you guys. 16 episodes total so far, and there's a couple bonus things like investments of the week, and there's a couple other bonus episodes as well. So make sure you guys are checking all of those out. If you enjoyed the video here today, be sure to leave a like on it, subscribe if you're new, share the sponsors and equipment in the description below. That's all I got today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm out.